So from what Shmeeb told me, he gave me a link and he said that they have the list of gods and like a timeline basically. I do have like a list of gods, like a physical one, but I want to go through their PowerPoint because I haven't seen this yet. All right, so they have a disclaimer. Everything could change. Smell their balls. Everything could change. Smell their balls. There's gifts. That's what I got from this. More gifts. November 26th. That is in 18 days. We got Cupid. We got Thor. We got Poseidon. All right, these memes are way better than Poseidon meme. So those are coming in 3 weeks. That'll be a pretty quick turnaround, right? Right? That's a pretty, all right. What are we getting? Aphrodite? Dang, bro. Holy shit. Look at that background. Look at it. It's so good. Pele. This will be interesting combos. And Meduse, the Medusi. Holidays, blackouts. We are real people with families. The Sutter team is going to get time off around Thanksgiving and Christmas. The rest of the industry also has families. Microsoft and Sony completely shut down for the holiday season. They are in what is called blackout period from December 21st to January 4th. We essentially cannot update the game safely during that period. If anything goes wrong with the update, that would require their intervention. They will not fix it and get the game working until January 4th. We're also partnering with the Smite Founders series. Oh shit, I keep forgetting this is coming. I gotta go book some shit for that. We will deliver pros a build on or around December 15th. They will play in Vegas, which contains new gods and features, which we will be working on hard to polish. Okay, so they'll be playing a different version of the game than us. Also need to certify a full build to get text chatted. Nice, they finally did it. Now the crybabies can cry in chat. We're not planning any major updates to the game, new gods, etc. from December 10th to early January. So December 10th is the last notable update before the land. January wave 1 is gods that we are very confident will be in game in January. These are in internal playtest now. January wave 2 is gods that we are less confident will be in game in January. We are working to get them in for January, but they're just less far along. I didn't even think about it, them not working for like half a month to up to a month. Really? Maybe yeah, somewhere around there, because they're gonna go to, a lot of them are gonna go to Vegas. That's a lot of time they lose. January wave 1. Ul, Agni, Mulan, Geb, next god. So this has got to be Aladdin. Has to be Aladdin. Has to be. Wave 2, Hunbats, Achilles, Rama, Kabrakin, and Vulcan. It does kind of worry me, because if that's wave 1 and 2, they're not gonna do the god dump they were talking about, right? Because it's gonna be separated potentially, or probably. And that means it might not even be in January. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little disappointing. So we're for sure getting these 9, right? That'll put us at 40. So we might not hit 50 in January. I understand how difficult it is and everything else, but I really wish that they would be prepared to drop these after the land. So they could like, look, here comes this fat, crazy patch with all these gods. You know, if they do free to play, if that is fucking, yeah, all new Smite 2 god, Aladdin. So if they did all that at once, it'd be crazy hype. We'll see how that plays out. I don't know. A little worried. Hope you all are happy. So that's the whole thing. We already talked about this, but I like Nem. I don't really care too much about these two, but I don't think they're terrible. Izanami, maybe. I like Thor and Poseidon. Unless they do something to Cupid, I fucking hate Cupid. I'm afraid for what Aphrodite's gonna be, because healing has always been OP in Smite 1 when it's good. It's either OP, broken, untouchable, or shit. Baron's pretty OP, so it makes me worried that it's gonna be OP. I like Pele and I like Medusa. I thought I was gonna be happy because I saw multiple people sent me this, and I'm kind of, I don't know if disappointed is the right word, because I'm still happy. Like, their timeline is still crazy and it was unrealistic, but we're to this point, right? And there isn't enough in the game to keep me playing all the time. Like, my favorite thing to play right now is probably Thanatos, but that gets old. There's a lot of gods I don't like to play. They're adding Nemesis, which will make me play a little bit, but I think Nemesis is kind of boring. I think Izanami is boring. I think Kepri's boring. I think this is a horrible drop. This drop might save it for me wanting to play more. This drop will help with me wanting to play more. But these are core for me playing hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And this one might not come out till February. Department of Education will be gone. Thousands of career civil service employees will be replaced by the political appointees. So if they were to get rid of the Department of Education, it would once again be passing that to each state, if that happens. So those people that have those jobs could then go and try to get similar jobs within the state's education system. A lot of the stuff that people freak out about and they're like, it's gone. It's because they're trying to take the federal aspect and control of it away and give it to each state and let them decide. And in turn, from what I understood when I read about this, the last election was the money and the way spending will be, it will cut a lot of money out of the federal government, a lot of spending, and then feed that into the states. And there would be, what's the word? Like the government would be giving money to the states for this too. And in some way, it's, I don't know. I don't know the math for it. If it ends up working out, another thing, dope. If it doesn't, 4 years, we vote for someone else. And they go fucking fix it. Yeah, I don't think we're getting these 5 in January. This is going to be February. If you're not mistaken, he wants to get unnecessary classes taken out of schools. Schools are fucked already. Like, schooling is super fucked. So it's not like whatever happens is going to ruin it. They can't find teachers to work at all the schools. People don't want to teach. Teaching is ass. Like you said, they want to remove classes. There are so many worthless classes, and so many people that teach can't even teach what they want, whether it be a specific class or a grade or whatever, because there is no fucking teachers. I'm confused by the whole idea where people are like, this dude came in and he's like attacking, like, the US is stupid, this and that. Did we not see the votes? You're not attacking. I mean, your first statement was aggressive and attacking from my point of view. I mean, I will quote read your first statement. Did Americans really put a fascist dictator and his loyalists in power because they didn't want to vote for a black woman? That's aggressive. That's negative. That's definitely attacking Americans. That if it's not in your mind, you might want to rework how you speak, because you're just being an extremist. That was the first thing you said when you came in tonight. Did we not see the votes? Like, clearly this is what America wants right now. Let it play out. See what the fuck happens. In 4 years, if everyone who, voted the other way was right, awesome. It's fucking crazy that they can vote for someone else, can come in and fix it. Motherfucker will only be in for 4 years. And I'm gonna be honest, you've seen how shitty it can get in 4 years, right? So did we want it to keep going that way, or do we want something different, whether it gets shittier somehow or not? Where's some Wukong? Bro, I think Wukong and Achilles are gonna come when they start taking their time on gods. You've been told it's the end of the world and it's hard to cleanse. I know. It's really, really telling of how intelligent people are. It's interesting. Oh shit. The Achilles drop is gonna be painful. This is gonna be the best drop, I think. I think your casuals are gonna like this drop. I mean, I'm down for, actually that's a lie. This is gonna be the best drop because it has Aladdin in it. If you took Geb out, this drop would be insane. Probably the best 5 god drop ever in Smite 2's history. But without Aladdin and for me, this drop is insanely strong between all the roles. You want Ganesha? Ugh. I don't know about Ganesha. I'm telling you, we're going to get Arthur when they can take time on gods, because Arthur, they want to be fucking awesome, I'm sure. Smite 2 is kind of bad. In terms of gameplay, I strongly disagree. I mean, just core, like, gods using abilities and the way fights play out and stuff, I think Smite 2 is already better. But there's still so much little shit they have to keep tweaking and balancing they have to do to actually make it fully better. But at its core, it's better. I want to know what Cupid's kit's going to be, because this is still part of the, the gods that aren't getting changed a lot. And Cupid sucks and it's boring as fuck. I don't even think Smite 2 looks nice. It looks like a slightly better version of Smite 1, but the game plays so much better, dude. Like, we're not looking at bugs, because bugs are something that are going to happen, they have to fix, but just ability flow, like hitting abilities on Baron and throwing them out is so much smoother, to the point where abilities are so easy to hit now that I think they need to make abilities like travel slower, or maybe not travel slower, that'll fuck with the gameplay. Like, make them smaller, not hit as big of an area, fuck with the range, something. They gotta do something to make it harder to hit some of these abilities on some of these gods. Cupid's new model is ugly as fuck. Poseidon'S kid is out? Alright. Are there more talents? We're getting fucking talents, boys. If they're slowly adding more talents every patch, we're getting fucking talents, bro. This will be the cherry on top, the fucking undeniable, you need to play Smite 2, fuck Smite 1 moment. Okay, I gotta cover this. I can't. I don't mind you guys talking politics. I hate when you guys start getting mad at each other, but you're not getting mad at each other. So I want to talk about this. He said, it's confusing, you're voting for the economy, but he's going to mass deport over 10 million immigrants. No, he wants to mass deport people who came in illegally. Most people who live in an area don't want people in their space illegally, because then they aren't documented, they aren't paying taxes, they aren't doing what you're doing. They aren't in this, you're not in the same community, you're not part of the same shit. Realistically, what they should do is, instead of mass deporting everybody, they should say, hey, you have X amount of time, years, whatever, you have 2-3 years, you need to go and get your fucking paperwork in and whatever, or you're gone and you're never coming back. And there, you will never be able to get back in. There will be no way for you back in. And then just give them the chance to go fucking become legal. 100%. But it's the fact that there are things in place that are taken advantage of. I live from somewhere where there are mass amount, like where I grew up, mass amounts of illegal people. You'll have 60 fucking people in one house. And it'll be the one person who's here legally and is doing shit that has their name on the house, and everyone else lives in it. Things like that might not seem like a problem, but they ruin communities and they really fuck up the demographics of areas and everything else. And I've seen it happen, like firsthand. I've seen the whole of an entire fucking space, community, everything get destroyed and lose all of its value in terms of the area, the houses, the schooling, everything. 100%. If you're in some country, it should be documented. You should have to be there legally. Like someone from stream was talking about it last night. The U.S. is like the only place where that's weird. That's not a normal thought.
I think they want to crack down on the worst of the bunch who came in the last few years. Not people here illegally for years and working. My girlfriend is Mexican and was born here, but can confirm her male family members are no good.
I think they just want everyone documented and paying fucking taxes. It's that simple. I personally think you should be under the same rules I'm under if you live where I live. Illegal immigrants do not pay taxes. I need you to process. I live somewhere I grew up somewhere called they changed the name to Little Mexico. It is a direct place where people come from Mexico and live there. You're trolling. They don't pay fucking taxes. They get paid under the table, which is why everyone's like, they do jobs that no one wants to do. They don't pay taxes on it. They're doing jobs that people don't want to do for that amount of money. $20 taxed is not $20 under the fucking table, bro. They're not the fucking same. How can they work without American identification? You literally can go to 7-Eleven, pull up and say, I need 5 workers. And they jump in your fucking truck and you take them to the job. It's been that way since I was fucking 5. People here illegally are not paying taxes. You're talking about sales taxes. I don't give a fuck about sales taxes. I don't care about the 10 cents on the $6 fucking Coke that they bought, bro. I pay over $100,000 a year in income taxes. Everyone should be paying that shit if I have to pay for it. If there are people that get to be here and not pay for it, then I'm gonna stop fucking paying for it. And then our government has no money and then everything fucking fails. They don't pay taxes, my guy. I know them personally. They do not pay any taxes. They are not known. Nobody knows they're here. There's no payroll taxes. It's under the table, my dude. Process this. That nobody knows they're getting paid. It is cash money. You need to understand that. It is cash. No, not a majority. If they're here illegally, they don't have, they're getting paid on the table. They're taking advantage of it. Otherwise they would go through the paperwork and become legal. It's so much value in them not paying that. Like I said, if someone gets paid $20 on the table versus $20 to be taxed is very different amounts of money. That's why people don't do those fucking jobs. You're being extremely fucking ignorant. I'm telling you firsthand from personal experience, like where I live, what I grew up with, the people that I know, that's how it fucking works. Various other means, if they're not paying income taxes, the same rates as everyone else, that is a problem. Are you not processing that? How is that not fucking super common sense? How is that not basic fucking knowledge? You're from New Mexico and weekends, 100% correct. I know, I literally fucking experienced it for almost my entire life. I know exactly what the fuck is happening. You telling me I'm wrong is just crazy. It's wild. You're reading shit on social media. Look, bro, I can't make this any simpler. Where I come from, where I grew up, and the way it still works now, because I'm still around here, they don't, bro, you're talking about people that have they're documented at that point. You're talking about documented. If they have a number attached to them, they are documented. The government knows they're here. That is not the majority, brother. Waste of breath. Yeah, I guess. What are the talents? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Sorry, I got sidetracked, bro. I can't read the dumb anymore. I have to. My brain makes me say something. Bro, saying some are micro numbers. Saying some is just ignorant. You're just saying words. You have no true statistic. It is micro numbers, brother. Saying MAGA over and over again, bro. What is wrong with you? You're probably not even. You're not old enough to vote. You're not old enough to have an opinion. You're saying it over and over again is just weird, bro. Shouldn't be on the internet. You should go get a job, a family, a significant other, something, anything. I've seen it like 3 times, Turner. You guys can fucking ban him. I don't give a fuck. He's copy pasting headlines. I know he's just social media reading. All right, let's talk about these talents. So they added CERN talents, adds damage to basic attacks, reduces movement penalty when attack. So these are maybe potential 2 talents for CERN. They basically give you Vitalis, or they give you Braggies. Talents are a potential thing that could come to Smite 2. It's been data mined multiple times, and they keep adding to the talents that they're testing. I think this could be very hype and just make gods crazy, but it could also make the game very unbalanced. What's up, JR? Thank you for the prime, man. Every election makes you suffer from arguments. It's people just don't want to fucking listen, man. They want to read their Twitter post and then just go repeat it over and over again. At its core, it's just simple. It's what people want right now. It's that simple. The votes show what people want, and that's what people want. Yelling about it, reading anything you want about it changes nothing, and we're gonna have 4 years to see what the fuck happens. My thing that I don't understand is like what you just said, 50 million innocent people deported, economy fails. Wasn't the economy working before that there were mass amounts of illegal immigrants? Or was our economy shit? And if you do something illegal to get somewhere, you're illegal. Like at that point, you didn't go through the process. It sucks because the circumstances some people come over here are fucking horrendous, but that doesn't, like, the US can't take on everyone's problems. The US shouldn't be getting involved in everyone's fucking wars unless it has a chance of, affecting us. And that's what people want. They want the US to be great. They don't want us to be saviors and fucking everything else. People want to live somewhere that's great, where their money has value. They can live their fucking dreams, and that's what people want. And that's what people are hoping for. All right. Chalk only has 1 talent at 5 stacks, and ability cost 0 mana. Holy fucking bloated, bro. All right, hold on. Hopefully it's like this is 1 talent and this is the 2nd talent or something. I don't even know how big this heal would be. It's definitely a placeholder and like needs to be split, because this would be a crazy bloated if they were gonna have a 2nd talent that competed with this. Danza, clone damage scaling, clone damage to self. But aren't the clones taking 400% increased damage currently? So this would still make them get fucking. They'd still be squishy as fuck. This sounds more exciting because I wanted to build a clone build, but the clones don't do enough damage. No, this part is his passive, right? Oh, sorry, this part is his passive. It doesn't heal you right now, right? I assumed that if this was 2 talents, this would be a higher like cooldown reduction or some shit, and then this heal would be bigger. I don't know. It's probably just a placeholder, like he said. Oh, it does heal right now? I didn't know that. What the fuck? Choco P. Geb talent works with ability 2, modifies damage. Okay, so they don't really know. Talent 1 modifies ability 2 projectile damage, 80 and scaling 50. Okay. Hercules talent 1 max stacks 10 can be upgraded to a max of 30 stacks. What the fuck? For like the passive or something? What the fuck is this? Talent 1 protection debuff minus 15 can pass through walls. Well, I'll quit the game. I'll uninstall it. I will FaceTime whatever dev will pick up, and I will uninstall the game with them on fucking FaceTime. There's no way in any universe that we're putting a wall pass through on Invis for Loki. There's no fucking shot that this ends up happening. Bro, just at a base level, do you know how fucking broken this is? And then you have shit like, now my clones do a little more damage. If I could Loki stealth through a fucking wall, you will get ganked every fucking time my stealth is up. It'll probably be player made walls, which
the stream just got milky.
Would be cool, because you could be like, yo, I'm against Ymir, Kabrakan, fucking whatever. I want this talent this game. That would be a crazy fucking thing for talents to turn into. What's up, Comic Kid? Thank you for the primer. Milkman, thank you for the 20 months. Guac, thank you for the 91 months. All right, and then Raw, enhanced ability 2 and passive speed. So your movement speed probably just is increased in general, and maybe like the 2 just does something else. I don't know. Oh yeah, movement speed per stack goes up. Attack speed goes up. Enhanced attack damage goes up. Enhanced attack power. What the fuck? This is weird because your 2 is not an attack. Your 2 turns into ability. Your 2 turns your autos into abilities. So this could literally mean that one of the talents changes the way the 2 works. It changes it back to autos and buffs the fuck out of them. And you become auto attack Raw. I'm about to flashbang you and then machine gun you in the fucking forehead on Raw if this talent is fucking real. I'm gonna blink as the 2 flashes in your fucking face and I have all this fucking enhanced shit for 2 seconds. I'm gonna kill your ass. You're going to die. All right, can someone just bam the bleep person? It always turns to insults when you counter their fucking everything and they have nothing else to say. They just turn into insults because they realize they're stupid. Hey, Bleep, you're wrong because of this, this, and this. Here's statistics and proof. No, men shouldn't vote. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be a dumbass, bro. Go from just being stupid to also being sexist is and just someone who insults people on the internet. You know, it's dope. You're a genius. What else? You said they had Poseidon in this bitch, right? Oh, I kind of wanted to show you guys the baby. Should I go see after we read Poseidon if she's awake? She's so little, dude. I forgot I was gonna show you, but I was like in a rush getting Lincoln to sleep and shit that I wanted to get stream started. Then we started talking politics. Now we're here. I'm glad, by the way. I know a lot of you might disagree with me or other people, or you know, people might be disagreeing with others. Nobody from the stream started being piece of shit last night. So good fucking job. Or tonight, even tonight. No one was being piece of shit. It's okay to have different opinions. It's okay to not agree with people. It's all right. The world will fucking move on. Nobody gives a shit. I'm not even talking about me. Like, you guys just weren't mean to each other, which is cool. Because I highly doubt there are many places on the internet you'll be able to have any type of political talk and it doesn't turn into some fucked up shit real quick. All right, let me read this shit. Deity 3x Poseidon. Fire projectile that deals 0 magic damage first enemy hit. Projectile stops the first hit and does not pass through walls. Why did all this have to be in there? Generates tide. So auto attacks are normal. Generates tide. Movement speed from tide. Increased damage from tide. Tide's the same. What's up, Frozen? Thank you for the 47, dude.
Don't forget to drop the primers, boys.
I need all the... Bro, you see this shit down here? Bro, the last time it was this low, I was just able to drink alcohol legally for the first time. We need this shit to have a fucking 4 down there and not a fucking 1. That shit is ugly. Anyway, so I'm gonna wait. So passive's the same. 1 seems the same. Wait. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not the same. 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 Holy fuck. Not the same. So if your 2 is active, your 1 sends additional waves. I'm assuming probably... Wait, they might be like one after the other. Yeah, they're definitely... They've got to be one after the other. Instead of like the Trident, it might just be like wave, 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 wave. Or wave, wave, wave. Like 1, 2, 3. Or like a rapid fucking fire. If it's like a rapid fire, like a 3 burst, that'd be sick. It is going to be like the 2. But how are you hitting... How are subsequent wave hits dealing 50% less damage? How are you hitting one person with multiple waves? I guess if you're right in their face, but the 1 is pretty big, right? So like, how would you hit all 3 of the 1 when just the middle of the 1 is huge? That would just, yeah, it would make hitting the ability easier, which maybe that's what they're looking for. But a rapid fire for me, bro, if I could triple hit your ass, that'd be dope. Because this could do 200% damage, right? Like it'd be 100% first hit, then 50, then 50. But if it's trying to hit all, we'll have to see. Obviously, either way is dope. One way it's easier to hit. One way you're doing way more damage. We'll see how that plays out. Oh yeah, it says right here, small wave radius. So there are, you're right, there are small waves on the sides. It'll be really hard to hit all 3. You're probably hitting 2 if you do it perfectly is my guess. But we'll see. I like, that's dope though. That's like a cool little change. That's kind of shit I wish they had on every god. Activate your Trident, getting attack speed, movement speed, base attack damage while activated tidal surge and basic attack. Was it always basic attack damage? If that sounds new. While activated tidal surge and base attacks fire 2 additional shots. 60 basic attack damage. 20% movement speed, 20% attack speed. Wait, no, sorry. These are the sides are 60 damage. The base attack is 25. That's kind of low. That's nothing crazy. I thought this would be way higher. It seems like they try to make every god into some form of auto attack. So I was thinking this would be a little bit higher. Summon a Whirlpool. This is crazy though. A 6-second buff with a 10-second cooldown. And then if you build CDR, you're going to have this perma up. That doesn't sound right. That sounds fucking broken. That sounds like a nerf that needs to happen before that god even sees light. Summon a Whirlpool, crippling, vortexing, and dealing 15 to 55 damage, 20% hit scaling, magical damage repeated to the enemies in the area. Tide cost -15. Hit 6 times over 3 seconds, 55 a tick, 20% in. Yeah, these cooldowns are low as fuck. They got to be placeholder cooldowns. Have to be placeholder cooldowns. There's no way. Summon the Kraken. Okay, 315, 45 scaling in the area. Enemies in the center when it spawns take 350 to 630, 100%. Oh, okay. So we're talking about, 12, 13, 14, 1500 damage. Nothing crazy with the ult. So the big thing for Poseidon is going to be your 1 being visually like the 2 and having extra waves. I hope they change this so it's good, like a Culkin's 3. That's everything. So his list is not their list, because this is their list. So at some point, people were trying to tell Mindy to come play Opwash because he was supposed to be in the first 50 and he's not. That's funny. Opwash, Cthulhu, Ganesh, Guan, Merlin, Summon Kong, Arthur, Hoyi, Kali. Wait, yeah, Kali was like early data mined, like 2 months ago, and Rat, and we're not getting either of those till later. They must be trying to make them way better, massively better. Smite 2 is out on Steam. It's just not free to play. I'm hoping it's free to play come January. She just sent me this too, so I want to read this. Okay. Several employees in Eddie's Games, the developer behind Marvel Rivals and Destiny Rising, have been arrested for alleged money laundering. 2 executives. What the fuck? Marvel Rivals and Destiny Rising employees at Eddie's arrested. 9 employees, including 2 senior execs, were arrested for allegedly laundering money. Per the report, the contract value appears to be worth 2 billion won, which is just about 278 million in actual money. It's a bit lower at 800 million to 1 billion won, or 111 to 139 million. How are they doing it? What the fuck? Took place within the segments of the company that 2 executives worked. The company said they also confirmed that 27 different companies have been blacklisted due to links to fraud. What? Holy fuck. I wonder if that affects the game at all. I mean, that sounds stupid. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Does this mean that game gets delayed? How the fuck does this play out? That's a fuck ton of money. How? I want to know what they were doing. I think shit like this amazes me when people try to get away with things. You're like, wow, like, look at that. That obviously wasn't gonna work. Yeah, does that mean Rivals is done? Like what does that mean for the future? Because that game is about to come out in a month, right? A month and a couple days. The game is probably still fine. It really probably does just come down to those fucking people. Cupid is coming back, bro. Cupid is coming back. Cupid coming next 3 weeks. It won't kill Rivals. I'm not sitting here saying Rivals is going to live in the first place, but that won't be what kills it. We're getting a hunter and all the god drops. Izzy, Cupid, Dusa. Okay, so a Smite 1 hunter. These gods might not be true hunters. Like Neith is not a hunter, right? So Izanami looks like probably a hunter. We don't know shit about Cupid. Medusa already plays like a full ability hunter in Smite 1. Medusa might be a mage hunter. Yeah, we might get mage Dusa like Ripsy said. Ul has to be like the first full ability, like true ability hunter to me. Like physical ability hunter. If Ul turns into an int ability hunter and just follows suit with Neith and shit, I'm kind of annoyed. Because really, I want to see like that Ul's one of my favorite gods in Smite 1. I want to see that playstyle in Smite 2.